Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway here in London. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Ready up.
55, 55. Check right, check right. Watch right, watch right, watch right. Watch the screen, watch it.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Go. 10 logo.
From the gun, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
61. Match box. And ready.
A first down carry for Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Yeah, he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Watson rolling to... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
60 out now.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to it.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And who's got it? The Giants. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. There goes it. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alec Ogletree. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. From the gun on third, Watson. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson, nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
I'm going back to you.
Here we go on 4th. Watson escaping the pressure right. He finds his target, Fuller. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd and 9, Watson under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. That's going to be caught. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. The final shot before the break. Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. As time expires in the first half. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. Finds his tight end Ingram. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 76 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily,
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he works free. He's got